So, as many of you know, I hate Ant-Man, and I seem to be the only person that really does. The problem was, personally, in my opinion, the characters were just uninteresting, the plot was slow and boring, and this was the first MCU movie that I just couldn't wait for it to end, and overall, it was just ruined by a horrible villain and criminally overused cliches. But I'm still open to the idea of an Ant-Man sequel, because with the Ant-Man comics, there's still a lot of places you can go with the character, such as with Goliath or Giant Man. Unfortunately, that's up until I heard that they're delaying Captain Marvel again. Now, for those of you who don't know, this version of Captain Marvel will not be about the original weird green dude who later went on to have the blonde afro thing, I guess. No. This is about Carol Danvers. Meaning that this is going to be a female MCU movie. Yeah, let me repeat that. This is the first female Marvel movie of all time. Yeah, big deal. So, they were going to have it come out in 2018, originally in July. Now, Kevin Feige said, sorry, we have to move this for Spider-Man. Understandable. Sony needed money as fast as they could. So, they set the release date they had to push that a little bit just for November. Understandable. Then, now, we're hearing that it's not going to come out until mid-2019. I will be 20 years old when Captain Marvel comes out, because Kevin Feige was just too impatient, and he decided, well, let's just rush this sequel to a crappy movie, because all the fanboys love it. It's idiotic, and people say, well, they have the word Wasp in the title. Wasp is a female character. That totally makes up for it, because that means we get another female sidekick. Yeah, another female sidekick. Yeah, great. Yeah, because we haven't seen enough of those in the MCU. I mean, we already saw freaking Black Widow be Captain America's sidekick in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. So this whole, we need to have a sidekick, it's just crap, in my opinion. It's just complete horse caca. Just complete bull. It's just devastating. And second of all, part of the reason I criticized Ant-Man was because they went with Scott Lang, and people would be like, well, they couldn't go with Hank Pym because Hank Pym beat his wife. Okay, first of all, there's such a thing as, changing the comics. They changed Ultron so that, Tony Stark created him instead of Hank Pym. Why couldn't they have changed Hank Pym simply so that he wasn't a wife beater? Is that really that hard? I mean, I don't know anybody in the world who read the Marvel comics and who looked at the Marvel comic where Hank Pym beat his wife and said, yeah, I can't wait to see that in a movie. I don't know anybody who said that. So the fact that they were just like, we're just going to replace Hank Pym, complete crap. But if you're going to replace Hank Pym, replace him with an interesting character like Eric O'Grady, not Scott Lang. Now, I heard, what's his name? Edgar Wright wanted to actually change Scott Lang to make him interesting. He wasn't going to have the whole thief thing. He was going to have the whole thief, the whole thing where he's a thief. Because the whole thing with the whole redemption storyline doesn't make sense. It's just cliched. Class A cliched. So he was going to make Scott Lang interesting and actually make him an employee of Hank Pym's company. But no. We need to make him exactly like the uninteresting character he was on the comic pages. So we're going to make him a cliched character. We could actually have Carol Danvers is an extremely interesting character. And the fact that they don't realize that, it's like, seriously, Kevin Feige, you might as well. I'm surprised Kevin Feige has nothing to do with the Daredevil series, because he's really blind if he thinks that another movie with Scott Lang is more worthy than a movie with Carol Danvers. This is just freaking idiotic. Now, someone on my Instagram said that they thought, well, maybe it's because it has something to do with, Avengers Infinity War, which would make sense. Except the problem is, Kevin Feige has said that he will not let Carol Danvers be in any other Marvel movies until she gets her own movie. In fact, Joss Whedon actually said that he wanted to have Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, in Avengers Age of Ultron, but Kevin Feige was like, well, no, we gotta have her in we have to have her in her own movie. We can't have her in Avengers Age of Ultron. Which is a freaking shame, because imagine how amazing Carol Danvers would have been done if Joss Whedon had done her. I can just imagine it right now. That would have been, like, Joss Whedon working with Carol Danvers. That's like a match made in heaven. Another problem. They are pushing the Black Panther movie up to February. Why would you do that? Now, I'm not saying that I'm not excited for the Black Panther movie. I'm really, really excited for that. I'm a big fan of Black Panther as a character. But he's already going to get his own appearance in Captain America Civil War. Kevin Feige has said that Carol Danvers will not be in any other Marvel movie until her own movie. So, with Black Panther, he's already set to come to be in another Marvel movie next year. They've already casted him. I can wait until he gets his own movie, because we will have already gotten, a little bit of at least have gotten a tiny bit of a taste of what we're getting in Civil War. But Captain Marvel? Yeah, it was just a stupid decision, because we already will have seen some of Black Panther and Civil War, but we will not have seen any of Captain Marvel. If anything, they should have pushed Captain Marvel up to February. Or another idea would have been that Kevin Feige could have been patient, and he could have, because what they're doing, up until recently, what they were doing is they were saying, okay, we're going to have 3 movies, one in May, one in July, and one in November. So, with 2019, up until this new schedule change, the only movies in 2019 that they had planned, which was up until, that was up, the list went up until 2019. So, the only 2 movies that had been planned in 2019 were Infinity War Part 2 and Inhumans. So you know what he could have done? He could have said, oh yeah, well, Infinity War Part 2 is in May, Inhumans is in July, nothing's in November. Why don't we set Ant-Man and Wasp for November? Or you know what else he could have done? You know, I'll talk about this in another video. If you really want, there's a rumor going around that Inhumans might be canceled. If that's the truth, then they could easily have just, you know, scrapped Inhumans and put Ant-Man and the Wasp. They could have, you know, they could have slotted that for July of 2019, right after Avengers Infinity War Part 2, just like with the first one. You know, they could have it right after, like 2 months after an Avengers movie. But nope, 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 nope. We have to be so impatient. We have no respect for our characters, for our actually good characters, I should say. So we're just gonna be impatient and move around Captain Marvel. This is crap. And I swear, if I see one unfunny joke, one unfunny ice cream joke or fart joke or any of the pointless jokes that they made in Ant-Man that they've been making in way too many Marvel movies, I will walk out of the theater, Kevin Feige. I freaking swear. I frickin' swear. Good God, Kevin Feige.